afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Thursday, the last day of November.
That's right.
It doesn't feel like it at all.
December 1st tomorrow. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Hope you got outside today and enjoyed it because things are changing.
Yes, they are. We'll get the forecast in just a little bit.
But first, topping our news today, Act 10 protest rocked downtown Madison more than a decade ago. Today, 7 unions filed a lawsuit to overturn the law.
Another candidate announces her decision to run for Dane County Executive in next spring's election. And
the House of Representatives are debating whether to expel Congressman George Santos. Let's take a look outside. As we said, a perfect day out there.
That is a beautiful shot.
But we have
sunny and mild.
A little rain, a little snow, a little song, a little dance. Gary Canelti's out in the backyard.
A little seltzer down your pants, right? From Mary Tyler Moore, the Chuckles the Clown episode, sure. But the key word I think in that is little. We're not looking at a lot of precipitation. Visible cloud track shows the clouds for the most part stayed to our south today, so it gave us a little more sunshine. The temperatures actually warmed up a little bit more than expected, but those clouds will eventually start to spread in from the south. Still not close enough for any precipitation to the south to even be detected by radar, but we will see some rain and snow showers by tomorrow morning near the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. Last night, temperatures dropped into the upper 20s and lower 30s and then just kind of stayed nearly steady overnight. And look at where current temperatures are. 46 in Janesville, 43 in Madison. Most areas seeing temperatures in the 40s. Milwaukee, close to 50 degrees right now. Here in Dane County, 45 in Verona, 45 in Cross Plains, and 43 degrees in McFarland. Look for skies to be mostly clear to partly cloudy this evening. Temperatures dropping to the upper 20s to around 30 by 10 p.m. But the clouds will move in later on tonight, and then we'll see the rain and snow shower chances begin early tomorrow morning. I'll time them out for you and tell you how much snow and rain we can expect in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. First at 4, Wisconsin's ban on collective bargaining for most public employees is under attack from several unions.
Breaking within the last hour, 7 unions representing teachers and other public workers in Wisconsin filed a lawsuit today attempting to end the ban on collective bargaining. Brady Mallory is here with more on that. Brady?
Well, the 2011 law, Act 10, effectively ended collective bargaining for most public unions. The signature legislative achievement of former Republican Governor Scott Walker spurred massive protests at the state capitol, which continued for weeks. It made Wisconsin the center of a national fight over union rights. The lawsuit, filed today by teachers and other public workers, alleges Act 10's exemption of some police, firefighters, and other public safety workers from the bargaining restrictions violates the Wisconsin Constitution's equal protection guarantee. The law's adoption led to a dramatic decrease in union membership all across the state. Act 10 has withstood numerous legal challenges over the past dozen years. In 2014, the Wisconsin Supreme Court upheld Act 10 as constitutional, rejecting a lawsuit brought by teachers and Milwaukee public workers. Today's lawsuit is the first since the Wisconsin Supreme Court flipped to a liberal majority control in August.
Brady, thank you. State Senate Minority Leader Melissa Agard is joining the race for Dane County Executive.
Our Braden Ross sat down with her today after she made the announcement this morning. Braden?
Yeah, Melissa Agard spent more than a decade in the State House serving in both the Assembly and the Senate, but before that, she started with a term on the Dane County Board. Now she's leaving the Capitol building in the hopes of going back to county government, looking to succeed Joe Parisi as the next Dane County executive. Some of her top priorities: housing, mental health services, racial equity, and protecting the county's natural spaces.
Here in Dane County, people do care, they pay attention, and they hold their elected officials accountable. And I am excited about being able to have conversations with people about what matters most to them and implement that vision as the next county executive here in Dane County.
Agard is leaving the state Senate at a pivotal moment. The Wisconsin Supreme Court is currently hearing a case challenging Wisconsin's legislative maps. That case could change the balance of power in the legislature. I'll have more on my conversation with Senator Agard and what's next for the state Senate after her departure coming up tonight at 5.
We will see you at 5, Braden. Thank you. In Milwaukee today, the doors of the Fiserv Forum opened up to provide a preview of what to expect next summer when Republicans across the country will meet in Wisconsin for their national convention. Political reporter Will Keneally has more on what we're expecting.
So here in Milwaukee, we got access to what's called the media walkthrough, a little behind the scenes tour to help us prepare our coverage for next summer. And we also heard from local leaders about how they're rolling out the red carpet to show off Wisconsin for this major national convention. And that includes lodging. All those people need a place to stay, right? We sat down with the CEO of the state's Hotel Association to talk more about what that pre-planning looks like.
With the RNC coming into town, it's an opportunity for us to really put that under the spotlight and to shine and show off that true Wisconsin hospitality spirit. So not only are we showing it off to the guests, but we can show it with all the national media coverage and local media coverage to show Wisconsin's just a great place to visit, to hold conventions, to do your business.
Now, he says he's heard of hotel operators doing things like major renovations or even small touch-ups as part of that effort to invest ahead of the convention. And it's expected to make a splash here in Milwaukee. As many as 14,000 rooms could be booked ahead of the convention. We'll have more on this coming up tonight at 5. Reporting from Milwaukee, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
A mistrial was declared today in the Dane County case of a man accused of groping a woman on State Street and in a vehicle last year. 23-year-old Ivan Smart was charged with second-degree sexual assault after a woman said he and another man groped her without her consent while she was waiting for an Uber near a downtown Madison bar. The case was handed over to the jury last night, and the jury submitted a number of questions to the court before breaking for the night. The woman said Smart and another man led her into the vehicle nearby, and Smart allegedly continued to assault her while they were in the back seat together. She eventually was able to fight back, causing the driver to stop the vehicle and allowing her to escape. After deliberations resumed this morning, the jury told the judge that they were at an impasse in deliberations and a mistrial was declared. The House of Representatives is expected to vote today or tomorrow on whether to expel Republican George Santos.
The New York congressman addressed a crowd in front of the Capitol this morning and remains defiant. Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
This is bullying.
Republican Representative George Santos refused to resign and lashed out at members of his own party who introduced a resolution aimed at ousting him.
I'm fighting to defend myself and to dispel each and every accusation.
This will be the third attempt to expel Santos, who faces 23 federal corruption charges. A report from the House Ethics Committee alleges Santos broke campaign finance laws by spending campaign funds on Botox, shopping, and personal travel.
This is very expansive. This is fraud. He refused to cooperate with the committee, which is our self-policing thing.
In the history of the House, only 5 members have been expelled. 3 took up arms for the Confederacy during the Civil War. 2 were convicted of federal crimes. Santos says expelling him without a conviction would set a new precedent.
This will haunt them in the future, where mere allegations are sufficient to have members removed from office when duly elected by their people in their respective states and districts.
Santos has introduced a motion to expel Representative Jamal Bowman from the House. The New York Democrat pleaded guilty to 1 count of falsely pulling a fire alarm in the Capitol last month. It would take 2/3 of the House to vote to expel Santos from Congress. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Hamas freed more hostages today, hours before the latest extension in the Israel-Hamas ceasefire was set to expire. But new violence has heightened tensions. Israeli police say 3 people were killed in a shooting at a bus stop in Jerusalem. Hamas claimed responsibility.
We're reminded yet again by the events in Jerusalem today of the threat from terrorism that Israel and Israelis face every single day.
His 4th trip to Israel.
During his 4th trip to Israel since the October 7th attacks, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken pushed to extend the pause in fighting. Blinken also traveled to the West Bank and met with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. The White House says the 2 men discussed efforts to surge humanitarian assistance into Gaza.
The American Academy of Pediatrics is sounding the alarm on excessive noise that kids and teenagers are exposed to. A lot of kids and teens wear earbuds in their ears, sometimes for long periods of time. Experts say those earbuds are usually too loud. A new study from the American Academy of Pediatrics shows many kids are exposed to potentially harmful noise from infancy, and the effects can last a lifetime.
Once hearing is lost, that is generally permanent.
The study also noted concerns about infants' exposure to sleep machines or sound machines. Doctors say if you're going to use a sleep machine, set it at the lowest volume possible for the shortest time possible, and set it as far away from your child as you can.
100 light years from Earth, planets are moving in the same perfect dance that began billions of years ago. Astronomers discovered this rare solar system in the Milky Way galaxy, 6 planets orbiting a bright star perfectly in sync. The planets are in a condition known as orbital resonance, creating a kind of cosmic ballet as they circle their star. What makes it so unusual is that most solar systems are knocked out of sync by other events in the cosmos. Scientists think this newly discovered system has been unchanged since it was born about 4 billion years ago. What they're seeing could give insight into our own beginnings.
This is how we think solar systems are born. So we're looking at what a solar system may have looked like billions of years ago, even what our solar system may have looked like billions of years ago when it first started.
A pair of satellites discovered the system about 100 light years from Earth. Each light year equals about 6 trillion miles. That makes your head spin, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, a lot of people like ice in their drinks, and now along comes designer ice.
When we come back, we'll find out what makes it designer and what it costs. That's when Live at 4 continues.
We often get asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices after an accident?
The answer is very simple, yes. We don't get paid until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to hire Gruber Law Offices. The call, the consultation, all free. You pay nothing until we win your case. It's just that simple. Call us today, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Perfect. What did you get us?
With the click of a pen, you can get a new Volkswagen at the Sign Then Drive event. Hurry in to lease a new 2024 Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month payment, and 0 due at signing. Limited inventory available.
Hey, neighbor. You look happy.
I just got the statement from my last doctor visit.
And you're happy about it?
I actually am. I have a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, so I know exactly what's covered. It really helps me to stay on budget.
Is it expensive? I'm on a fixed income, and prices lately make it almost impossible to stick to my budget.
It's actually quite reasonable and saves me money. Plus, I get all the benefits I need in one simple plan, so it's easy and affordable.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans have prices to fit your budget and provide the benefits you may need in one convenient plan. Just tell us your needs and your zip code, and we'll help you find a plan that's right for you. You may even be able to get a plan with additional benefits like dental, hearing, prescription drug coverage, and more. But you don't get a Medicare Advantage plan automatically. You have to take action. The Medicare annual enrollment period is right now, and you may be eligible for a plan today. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield now to find out what over 32 million friendly neighbors already know about our Medicare Advantage plans. We have knowledgeable licensed insurance agents standing by 24/7, ready to help Medicare members just like you. The call is free and there's no obligation to enroll. You may be able to get a Medicare Advantage plan with additional benefits you want.
I had the same plan for years, but it just wasn't working for me anymore. I called and I couldn't believe what they had to offer. Plus, it's the Medicare annual enrollment period right now, so you might even be able to enroll in a plan today.
What's that number again?
Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today. Call 800-608-5381. That's 800-608-5381. 800-608-5381.
Perfect. What did you get us?
With the click of a pen, you can get a new Volkswagen at the Sign Then Drive event. Hurry in to lease a new 2024 Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month payment, and 0 due at signing. Limited inventory available.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Full word today of the unexpected death of a former Wanakee High School football and wrestling star.
According to a family obituary, Reed Ryan went into cardiac arrest on November 21st after a University of Minnesota Duluth football team workout. He died on Tuesday. His death has been attributed to a previously undetected genetic heart condition. He graduated from Wanakee High School in 2019 and was named State Football Defensive Player of the Year. Reed Ryan was just 22 years old.
Some sad news.
Very sad. Former Badger linebacker TJ Watt. Yeah, sorry about that. TJ Watt will carry a piece of Madison with him when he takes the Steelers, when he's with the Steelers and they take to the field on Sunday. Should I start? I missed rehearsal, obviously.
Easy for you to say. Let's back it up.
That's all right. It's too many words.
Okay.
Anyway, he's going to wear these when they play on Sunday.
This week marks the beginning of the National Football League's My Cause, My Cleats campaign. Players have a chance to wear custom cleats honoring causes that they support. For Watt, that means highlighting the work of the American Family Children's Hospital. He visited the hospital multiple times while in college for Badger Fridays, when UW athletes would spend time with patients to read stories and make art.
They're very cool.
Those Watts people,
I know.
They're just good all around.
Doing something good.
The Wisconsin volleyball team meets Jackson State tonight at the Fieldhouse as the top regional seed in the NCAA tournament.
They are the number 3 overall seed in the tournament. Jackson State has won 17 matches, but the general consensus is that the Badgers will win tonight and advance to Friday's second round. Lauren Barnes, who won a national championship with the Badgers in 2021, joined the Wisconsin Huddle this week and told our Zach Hanley that this Badger team has what it takes to win another national title.
Win a national championship with just one player or just 2 players, especially if those players kind of are selfish and kind of just want to be good themselves and want to get all the accolades and awards. And this team just doesn't have that. You can see that they're playing together and they want to win for each other and with each other. So aside from skill, it's just you see that the whole team is there and they all want to win.
Today, Kelly Shep.
The first serve at tonight's match is at 7:30 on ESPN+, and you can watch the Wisconsin Huddle every Friday night at 6:30, right after News 3 Now at 6.
The world's largest annual climate summit is underway in the United Arab Emirates, a major oil-producing country. Delegates formally approved a deal this morning to adopt a new fund to help vulnerable nations cope with costly climate disasters resulting from drought, floods, and rising sea levels. The UAE has already pledged $100 million to the fund, while the U.S. also pledged a significant amount.
We have been working very, very closely with other Transitional Committee members this entire year in order to design an effective fund that is based on cooperation and does not involve liability or compensation. And we're very much committed now to work with our Congress to provide $17.5 million specifically towards the fund.
Over the next 2 weeks, world leaders will also try to hammer out a plan to accelerate the transition away from fossil fuels. Planet-warming emissions from fossil fuels are the main driver of climate change. The stock market came roaring back in November. Today, the Dow Industrials jumped 520 points, ending the day at 35,950. The NASDAQ lost 32 points, but the S&P 500 was up 17. Are you an ice lover? If so, you're not alone.
The ice cooling down beverages is being elevated now with a wave of creativity that has actually turned up.
The traditional frozen water cubes keeping our drinks cold now have some competition. From spheres to imprints, holiday-inspired shapes, and fruit-infused concoctions, run-of-the-mill ice cubes are no longer cool.
I compare it to drinking champagne out of a small paper cup versus a fine crystal flute. It might not taste significantly different. It's the same drink, but the experience of drinking it is elevated.
Camper English is a writer and educator of cocktails and spirits and the author of the Ice Book.
I am really surprised how fast ice kind of reached critical mass and attention on social media.
In a 2020 poll by the appliance company Bosch, more than half of those surveyed identified as ice obsessed. The hashtag IceTalk on TikTok has 1.7 billion views, featuring videos of people showing off their ice drawers.
People say they eat with their eyes. They drink with their eyes, too. And it's all important.
Tony Gonzalez was a mixologist for more than 15 years. He's now the CEO of Ghost Ice, a system that keeps ice from getting cloudy.
Oh my gosh, that is the clearest ice.
He's also behind the Ice Designer, which imprints designs on the frozen canvas.
When you have a whole ice cube that looks like a honeycomb, it's just breathtaking.
From high-end bars to home freezers, the craze around the frozen commodity isn't melting away anytime soon. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The Bosch poll also found ice impacts how much water people drink.
Yep. 53% of those polled claimed not having ice available means they drink less water.
I don't necessarily have to have ice in it, but I have to have cold water.
I bought my dad golf ball molds.
Oh, that's cute.
To make round golf ball ice cubes, and it really makes it more fun to drink. It really does. It would get you to drink more
Another
water.
reason to drink.
Yes.
Still to come at 4, cooking through the eyes of 4-year-olds.
Do not try these recipes at home. We'll meet these little cooks coming up on the Traveler Throwback Thursday.
Showing how you feel, it's been a while. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day.
Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hi, I'm Gary Canolti, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join me March 23rd through April 1st as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
McGann Furniture is closing its doors forever. The owners are retiring. It's the final days of our going out of business sale. After 119 years, our final day is December 17th. Everything in the store must be sold. Make us an offer on quality name brand furniture, including Amish, dining room and bedroom sets, recliners, upholstery, and mattresses. Free financing, special sale hours. Time is running out, so hurry in today to the final days going out of business sale at McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Think all Medicare plans are the same? Think again. A Medicare Advantage plan from Dean Health Plan gives you the benefits you need with premiums as low as $0 a month. Medical, hospital, and prescription drug coverage comes with $0 copays for primary care doctor visits. And extra benefits can help you save even more. Get preventive and comprehensive dental, $250 for eyewear, and $750 for hearing aids. Plus, you can save on over-the-counter health and wellness items. All this and a free fitness membership at more than 20,000 locations. Call 1-866-249-1748 now to request your free Dean Health Plan Medicare Advantage Guide. That's 1-866-249-1748. Dean Health Plan, right here with you.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
Well, take a look at this. Surveillance video from a smash and grab job in Maine shows a bumbling suspect trying repeatedly to make off with some cigarettes. The slip-sliding suspect did eventually make off with some loot, and in their pursuit, police shared the video online, allowing social media to do what social media does so well.
They get this guy?
Butterfingers.
Right.
You had one job, buddy. You know, cut back on smoking. That would help too.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
All right, the end of the really nice weather, but it's not falling off the cliff
December
here.
Eve.
No, in fact, I think we'll see some rain and snow showers, but temperatures should be warm enough to really keep any snow from sticking, or at least very much of it. And there are signs it could be mild again by the end of next week. So the first warm forecast in just a few minutes.
And here's your weather for this holiday weekend.
Holiday weekend.
There's a high pressure system coming from the north.
I'm even done with shopping yet, though. What am I gonna do?
Hey, buddy. Make it easy on yourself.
Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000. With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local lottery retailer.
How do you like that?
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
Roast beef. 4 for $10. Yeah, you know. That classic Arby's. Roast beef. Roast beef. 4 for $10. Arby's. We have the meat.
Get ready for an improved news experience. The all-new Channel 3000 News app is here. Experience a website-like layout and swipe through articles without returning to the home screen. Download the Channel 3000 News app, powered by News 3 Now. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, we had a couple of mild days after a cold start to the week. Our temperatures at this point looking to drop back a little closer to normal. And 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for some rain and snow showers beginning tomorrow and lasting off and on into the weekend. The best chances, I think, are going to be tomorrow into tomorrow night and then Saturday night into Sunday morning. We'll also see some snow showers from Monday night into Tuesday. That could bring some minor snow accumulations. But again, temperatures will be warm enough that should limit any heavier snowfall. And then by the end of next week, high temperatures back into the middle to upper 40s. So a sign of things to come. High temperatures very close to normal the next few days. Cloud cover will have a lot to do with that, but it'll also keep the overnight low temperatures up. And then as we head toward the end of next week, the precipitation should end for a few days, and that'll bring temperatures into the mid to upper 40s. Not out of the question we could see some 50s across southern Wisconsin. Doppler track, very quiet, just some flurries up in northern portions of Minnesota. The next weather system is down to the south, and that will mainly affect northern Illinois and southeastern Wisconsin. This is rainfall. This is through late Sunday night and Monday morning, showing perhaps a tenth to a less of precipitation in terms of a liquid form from Madison to the north and east. South and east of Madison, maybe up to about a quarter of an inch of rain. But notice the snowfall. Again, still looking at less than an inch of accumulation over the weekend, with maybe some 1 or 2 inch amounts across parts of northern Illinois. And you can see this on Future Track. We'll time this this out. This begins 6 a.m. and you see those rain and snow showers. Yesterday, they stayed near the Illinois state line. Now the computer model's bringing them northward, as I figured they would, but most of the activity will stay south of Madison. 9 a.m. temperatures right around freezing, and then as we get into the time around noon, temperatures mid to upper 30s. That's certainly too warm to have any snow accumulate, even though we'll see a mixture of rain and snow. North of Madison, probably not much in the way of precipitation. So that takes us through 6 p.m. Then as we head into tomorrow night, maybe a little more of a shift northward in at least some scattered snow showers and flurries. Temperatures will be near or just below freezing, so it's not out of the question. There could be some minor snow accumulations, but notice the precipitation is much more spotty. On weather track, the jet stream from southwest to northeast, here's all that moisture. The air still too warm for rain, for snow here, so it's a combination of the cold air coming down and the moisture coming up as to whether or not we get cold enough for any snow to stick to the ground. Planning your day beginning this evening, look for temperatures to go into the 20s, and then as we head into tomorrow morning, those temperatures will climb right back up into the lower 30s as that rain and snow mix comes in from the south. Planning your night across Dane County, low of 30 in Belleville, 27 in Waunakee, 27 in Sun Prairie. Dane County should stay dry overnight, and then for across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 34 for the low in Janesville, 26 Lone Rock, 21 in Camp Douglas, where there'll probably be some breaks in the clouds. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, colder, some rain and snow showers, mainly south of Madison, high temperature at 37. And again, the precipitation amounts pretty light, maybe a little more rain over southeastern Wisconsin. Any accumulating snows mainly to the south. Now, this is just an update. This might show an inch or two of accumulation. This will be mainly with a couple of periods of snow from tomorrow night into Saturday morning and then Saturday night into Sunday morning. But the first warn 7 to 10 day forecast calls for temperatures back up around 40 on Monday, and then those temperatures climb as we head toward the end of next week, often on precipitation chances. So kind of an unsettled period and not a lot in the way of sunshine, but still, all in all, you know, for the first part of December, I think I'll take that. You know, I don't see any big issues there. So we'll just keep an eye on it as far as the snow is concerned.
And December 1st is the meteorological start of winter.
Yes, we lump months together, you know, in terms for meteorological winter. December, January, February, those are the months that everybody thinks of. And we're going into what's probably going to be a strong El Nino. So as part of today's Beyond the Barometer, I'm going to take a look at what happens when we have a strong El Nino and what our winters look like here in Madison. So let's take a look, first of all. Again, El Nino is a warming of the waters of the eastern Pacific Ocean west of South America. Right now, those waters are running about 2 degrees Celsius above normal. That's the threshold for a strong El Nino, and it might go up a little bit more before those temperatures start to fall, usually as we get into the time around, say, January or February. That shifts the jet stream northward, at least the polar jet stream, keeping colder air mainly up to the north in Canada. The subtropical jet stream down to the south brings a lot of the moisture to the southern part of the country, so that usually leaves us mild and dry. So what happens when we have strong El Nino winters? Well, let's take a look at them. The last one was in the 2015-2016 winter. Our temperatures 2.5 degrees, almost 3 degrees above normal, and almost 16 inches below normal as far as snowfall. Now, the one before that, 1997-98, notice temperatures were below normal and snowfall was above normal. So this is not a sure thing, but that was one of the outliers, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit here. But the one before that, 91-92, temperatures well above normal, snowfall well below normal. The one before that, 87-88, temperatures almost 6 degrees above normal, snowfall a little bit below normal, and 82-83, almost 5 degrees above normal temperatures, and 18 inches below normal on snowfall. Now, the 97-98 one, I should mention, we had a big snowstorm in December. We had December snowfall was about 20 inches above normal. So we had snow on the ground, and January and February, those 2 months had below normal temperatures. Out of all of those years, those were the only 2 months that in meteorological winter we had temperatures above normal during the winter. And take a look at the Climate Prediction Center outlook. This was the earlier one, but now with the El Nino shaping up and very little snow on the ground, this is the new outlook for December, calling for above normal temperatures almost across the entire country with the highest probabilities here. Precipitation expected to be above normal in the southeastern part of the country. That's the old outlook. This is the new one. That hasn't changed very much. But again, it just, you know, goes to show that, you know, you get into a warmer than normal pattern. You don't have snow on the ground. It just kind of, you know, feeds on itself. And That's probably what's going to happen. Again, not a for sure thing like we saw, in that winter of 97, 98. But
and what's the normal snowfall for the year?
Normally, for the winter, for December, January, and February, we get about 38 inches of snow.
Okay.
So when you're 18 inches below,
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it could be a big deal for skiers and
Right.
snowmobilers. And it was an El Nino year when the Birkebeiner was canceled. I remember that.
Yeah. So those are it's. Not a for sure thing, but very high signs that we will probably have a mild and drier winter.
And we haven't had one in 6 years. This is the first time.
Well, strong El Ninos. We've had weaker ones. I mean, the last couple of years have actually been La Nina years, and those have been relatively weak too. So,
interesting.
All right, well, time will tell.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Thanks,
you, Gary.
Gary.
We head to a most animated bakery room in our Traveler Throwback Thursday next.
And then coming up next hour at 5, a report on the state of downtown Madison. Jalen Banks has some of the key points of how the economy is faring downtown. That's coming up at 5.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
Change is inevitable, and it isn't always easy. But what if one phone call could help change your Medicare coverage for the better? New Medicare Advantage plans come out every single year, and 2024 plans with more benefits may be available in your zip code. Call the Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Benefits Helpline to find Medicare Advantage plans with additional benefits in your area. The best time to call is right now, during the Medicare Annual Enrollment Period. Medicare Advantage plan benefits can change each year. If you're paying more than you can afford for your healthcare costs or your coverage needs have changed, call the number on your screen now for a free Medicare benefits review. Even if you already have a Medicare plan you're satisfied with, a Medicare Advantage plan with additional benefits may be available. Anyone with Medicare should call. If there's a Medicare Advantage plan that may be a better fit for you, we can help you find it and enroll for the 2024 plan year. Call today to speak with a licensed insurance agent to discover Medicare Advantage plan options in your area. If you called last year, call again. New Medicare Advantage plans may be available that cover more than your current plan. You won't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. Call to enroll today. The deadline to change plans during the Medicare Annual Enrollment Period is December 7th. This is one of the only times you can make changes to your Medicare coverage each year, so the time to call is now. Change can be a good thing. Enrolling in an Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plan could mean additional plan benefits or more coverage than your current plan. Call the Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Benefits Helpline to enroll now before the annual enrollment period ends.
Call 800-571-2781. 800-571-2781. That's 800-571-2781. Call now.
Have been extended for one final week at Furniture and Appliance Mart. It's your last chance to save up to 43% off top brand appliances while they last. Plus low monthly payments with special interest financing on appliances at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
Save big money right now at Menards. Keep your devices powered with Energizer Max batteries. They deliver consistent performance and have lasting power. A 16-pack of AA and AAA batteries are just $9.99. Always give your pet the best with Merrick grain-free dog food. It's made with real ingredients from right here in the U.S. to provide your pet with a balanced nutrition. Pick up a bag for $76.98. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Here is a great shot of Lower Manhattan via EarthCam. from Jersey City, New Jersey, over the Hudson River.
Beautiful, calm night in New York and New Jersey. 50 degrees in the Big Apple tonight. Well, you've heard the expression, kids say the darndest things.
We found that out firsthand. Here's this week's Traveler Throwback Thursday from 1982.
Lucille Yeager's Dodgeville Nursery School students are into cooking. These future Betty Crockers and Galloping Gourmets even look the part. This day, they were making bread. That dough got kneaded much more than it needed to be. Part of the cooking studies include the students' favorite recipes. Lucille asked each student to tell her how to cook their favorite food. While the dough takes a pounding, we'll tell you some. Lori Yeager's recipe for macaroni and cheese is put all the macaroni in a pan of water and the box in the garbage. Cook it 40 hours and put in 4 cheeses and then put it in the microwave for 30 hours. Then we eat it. Mommy eats the most. I'm sure Mommy's glad to hear that. Jesse Raleigh's cherry pie recipe calls for 1 bag of sugar, salt, a tablespoon of milk, and a little more sugar, but not so much sugar, inside the round dough. Add a little pepper, add a bunch of cherries, and bake for 50 minutes at 8,000 degrees. Pizza, according to Billy Mildreth, calls for hamburger balls and sausage and mushrooms, and then you bake for 16 seconds at 50 degrees. Meanwhile, that dough has been shaped into rolls. Now's when it gets fun. Michelle Durnford decided to tell us how to make oatmeal cookies. First you take
bananas.
Then you add some
apples.
Then you add
chocolate.
Sounds good, Michelle. How long do you cook these oatmeal cookies?
5. 5 what? No.
And how many cookies does this make?
5.
And how many do you want?
5 million. 5.
Meanwhile, back at the dough, the rolls have finally made their way into the kitchen. Time to bake them. And how long do they stay in the oven?
7 hours.
7 hours? Well, it took a while, but it was worth the wait. It was finally time to reap the rewards of a hard day in the kitchen. It's like Michael Jones's recipe for cupcakes. He writes, first Mom opens a box and dumps it in the sink and puts cold water on it, and then she watches TV for 5 hours. Mom usually makes black cupcakes. Mom's probably very happy to hear that, Michael.
Can I have another one?
Lance Hendricks says to make pizza, you put sugar and oil in a pot. Then you put pizza or apples on it, then add 3 pounds of mushrooms. You don't put it in the oven, you just throw it into the air. Sounds good, Lance. Could you let us know how it turns out? Mark Kane, News 3, traveling in Dodgeville.
You want to tell her?
Oh, I would have loved to have seen the moms' reactions when that story first aired. That's so great.
Takes the cookie dough, throws it in the sink, and watches TV for 5 hours.
And some of those kids, maybe by some luck we're watching tonight, they'd be in their mid to late 40s by now. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great.
Well, Dr. Zarba Pastor's up next.
He is going to share his personal journey of dealing with grief and how his insights can help you this holiday season if you're struggling with a loss. Stay with us. Live at 4 will continue right after this.
Black Friday deals have been extended for one final week at Furniture and Appliance Mart. It's your last chance to save up to 43% off top brand appliances while they last. Plus low monthly payments with special interest financing on appliances at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
Save big money right now at Menards. Keep your devices powered with Energizer Max batteries. They deliver consistent performance and have lasting power. A 16-pack of AA and AAA batteries are just $9.99. Always give your pet the best with Merrick grain-free dog food. It's made with real ingredients from right here in the U.S. to provide your pet with a balanced nutrition. Pick up a bag for $76.98. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
This time of year,
we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
When an inexperienced Whole Foods driver tipped his truck over while pulling off the interstate to take a break, a bus carrying a high school band ran into the overturned semi. The crash killed 5 people and injured dozens of others. 2 of the victims' families hired Habish, & Rotier. The settlements they received totaled over $4.5 million. And the skill expended by the Habish team is head and shoulders above one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Join the digital sales team at Phase 3 Digital and step into something big. We're not just hiring, we're building careers. If you're passionate about the digital world, apply today at channel3000.com and be part of something big.
Black Friday deals have been extended for one final week at Ashley. It's your last chance to save up to 65% off doorbusters and special deals on our hottest looks store-wide. Plus special interest financing for 6 long years with low monthly payments. Only at Ashley.
In our first warning traffic today, just our usual delays on the Beltline, and they're really not that bad. Mainly right around Monona Drive on the eastbound Beltline. I-39, 90, 94, east side of Dane County, not looking at any issues. South of Madison, I-39, 90 down toward Illinois, pretty good. However, there is a stalled vehicle on the eastbound side of I-94 over toward Highway 26, and that is causing some slowdowns there. Traffic moving slowly through that area. And there was also a pavement buckle at Highway 89 on the eastbound I-94. North of Madison, no problems. I-39, 90, 94 north of Madison, or US 151 through Dodge County. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Thanks, Gary. Berlin, Germany's shopping district switched on its Christmas lights. About 500 trees with Christmas decorations are lit up every year. The decorations go for almost 2.8 miles. There are 86,000 miles of fairy lights, or 140,000 individual LED lights hangs from branches from trees. The lights are switched on daily at 4 o'clock, now through January 6th.
Beautiful.
It is fantastic. And the holidays can be magical, but for people experiencing grief, it's a very difficult time of the year.
If you're feeling broken either by a loss or by illness, there are a lot of resources and strategies to help you cope.
Dr. Zorba Pastor is with us today. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Recently lost his wife of 49 years, Penny. Our condolences. We talked before.
We're so sorry.
You also wrote a column about coping with grief in the Wisconsin State Journal this past Saturday. Was that cathartic for you to write that?
Very much so, very much so. I sort of thought about it for a while, and then it, went out of my mind, because that's how grief is, kind of comes and goes. And then Thanksgiving hit. I knew that I was going to go visit relatives in Chicago, and I thought this is the time to write a column, because at the time of celebration, we want to think of those people who are not with us, whether we want to or not. They come into our memory.
And the holidays are so hard.
They're so hard.
If you're struggling in any way.
Right, because all of a sudden you look on TV, everyone looks like they're happy and they're having a good time, and you may not be happy, you may not be having a good time, and so you've got to figure out methods to actually cope with your stress and cope with your grief.
And what are some of those methods?
Well, I think first of all, talking to your friends. We all, most of us, nearly all of us have a backbench, and talking about it really does make a difference. And some people are afraid to talk about it. They're afraid to talk to their friends about it. They're afraid to talk to their relatives. But the fact is, if you know somebody who recently lost anyone, talk to them about it, say, how are you feeling? And then actually look in their eye, say again, how are you really feeling? Because, and then when you give them a hug, I read something interesting, and I think it's actually on, a 4-second hug is a longer hug, and it has a different meaning than a 1-second hug. And I find it absolutely true. When people hug me for like 4 seconds, I really felt like they were really being close to me. And then they looked me in the eye and said, how are you doing? And sometimes that might be a moment that I wasn't doing well.
I think sometimes people are reluctant to bring it up.
Yes.
They don't want you to,
But in
make
fact,
you sad.
Whether you bring it up or not, it's a roller coaster ride. So like this morning when I got up, I wanted to talk to Penny. I got up, was getting ready to go to the university, and all of a sudden she wasn't there, and I didn't feel very good. And then I got in my car and went to the university to do some taping. And I called my son Eli, and he called me back, and I said, how are you doing? I said, not so good. he talked to me for like 3 minutes on the phone, and it was refreshing. It was your son talking to you, and he said, you know, Dad, it's a roller coaster for me too. And all of a sudden, that went right to my heart.
You have a book that you highly recommend.
Oh, yes, yes.
And people read if they need some support.
This is an incredible book by a woman named Martha Hickman. I got this book from a friend of mine. She brought it over to the house. There are a number of people that I've given this book to. It is the best book that I have ever read for people who are grieving. And every day there's something to read. There's a quote. Sometimes it's from Shakespeare. Sometimes it's from somebody who's a homespun philosopher. And she started writing this years ago when she lost her 16-year-old daughter, fell off a horse and died. And she started writing this book. And this book has been in continuous print for about 35 years. It is a great book for anyone. And I bought so many of them from Amazon that they stopped sending them to me. If you buy too many, Amazon won't send you the book. So I've had to get my son to buy me some books so I can get
strange.
Yeah, it's very strange. Maybe they think I'm giving the book for I'm grieving. It's very odd. Anyway, the book is a great book.
I mean, you and Penny were married for 49 years, probably together longer than that.
We were together longer than that. We were and we were together. We had 4 children, and it was a good time. And the goal then is to think about all of those good times that you have, because something will all of a sudden key you, and you'll think about something, and you'll say, I really remember this good time. And you know what? If they're good times, it's a good time to remember during this holiday season.
And embrace the pain as well. I mean, that's
absolutely.
You should be grieving.
The deeper the love, the deeper the grief. That's exactly what it is. And it will never go away. It will just become a little bit more distant at times. But I've talked to people who have lost their loved ones and 12 years ago, and they said it still affects them all of a sudden, and that's okay. It's part of the roller coaster ride of life. Yeah.
Get the book.
Yeah, the book is good.
If you need to talk to anybody, give us a call.
Please do. I will, and the condolences really do make a difference. Yes.
All right, Zorba.
Great to see you.
Take care of yourself. Well, the final check your forecast coming up.
Black Friday deals have been extended for one final week at Furniture and Appliance Mart. It's your last chance to save up to 43% off top brand appliances while they last. Plus low monthly payments with special interest financing on appliances at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Black Friday deals have been extended for one final week at Ashley. It's your last chance to save up to 65% off doorbusters and special deals on our hottest looks store-wide. Plus special interest financing for 6 long years with low monthly payments only at Ashley.
New at 5, a first look at the Republican National Convention here in Milwaukee. We'll take you behind the scenes and share how this will impact our Wisconsin community.
And Senate Minority Leader Melissa Agard makes a big shift to local government, what this could mean for Dane County.
Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show, Wisconsin Huddle. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Live view from the WISC-TV Skycam shows mainly clear skies here. Looks like a pretty nice sunset to the west from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. Current temperatures still in the mid-30s to the lower 40s here in Dane County. Madison's at 43, 41 in Oregon, already down to 39 in Mount Horeb, 43 in Sun Prairie. Look for clear to partly cloudy skies this evening. Temperatures dropping to the upper 20s to around 30 by 10 p.m.
All right, Gary, thank you. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, we'll talk with a Madison couple working to help Ukrainian widows and children overcome grief.
And we'll preview the new movie Candy Cane Lane, starring Eddie Murphy. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save, on top of our lower than low prices. Enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
When dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation might be to blame. Over-the-counter eye drops can provide temporary relief. Xiidra can provide lasting relief. It targets inflammation that can cause dry eye disease. Xiidra treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. Don't use if allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied, and unusual taste sensation. Why wait? Ask your doctor about a 90-day prescription and pay as little as $0. Xiidra.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on Edge with 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 FlexBuy and 1,000 low APR cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
McGann Furniture is closing its doors forever. The owners are retiring. It's the final days of our going out of business sale. After 119 years, our final day is December 17th. Everything in the store must be sold. Make us an offer on quality name brand furniture, including Amish, dining room and bedroom sets, recliners, upholstery, and mattresses. Free financing, special sale hours. Time is running out, so hurry in today to the final days going out of business sale at McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
In today's Final Touch, my dream house.
A nightmare for others. An unassuming house in Ritten in northwestern Germany hides a bright and colorful Yuletide secret. Simply decorating a simple banner on the outside of the house. Inside, 555 decorated Christmas trees in all shapes, sizes, and colors. A record, as the German Institute of Records confirms. Avid Christmas tree collector and owner of the house, Thomas Dramone, finds his collection of hundreds of trees nice and relaxing. Thomas says, quote, "I just like to sit in there and look at it. Otherwise, I would have done it like everyone else outside, but I just wanted to have it inside so I could look at it all the time." Up from 444 trees in 2021, he's eager to add more, but he says his wife is against it. 600 trees is his new goal. At least for this Christmas, though, he'll have to settle for 555 Christmas trees.
I think he's looking for a place to sit.
Sit and relax? You can't. I gotta relax. There's no place to sit.
Right.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.